How's it going? 3 people in the chat, 16 concurrent viewers. This one's off the chain. Everybody tells me I should move to Switch, but I kind of don't want to. I drew this little design in like quite possibly the hardest way to make art ever. Yeah, I am playing with the Embodme Erae Lab today, which is well, it's not going to do anything now, but it is an interesting touch controller for MIDI. And I think I saw it like a year ago or something. I saw it a while ago. And I know you can hit it with drumsticks. And for some reason, the first time I saw it, I was just like, meh, I don't know. Because I immediately just thought of Rolly. And Rolly, I've had 2 Rolly products, and literally both of them I threw in the garbage because they just would not work. Every single function that you like tried to do with it ended up like if you hooked up the smartphone app or whatever, it just brought you to microtransactions and stuff. And yeah, it was just not a fan. But this is much more promising in the few minutes I've spent with it. Guess what else came in the mail today? Whoa. A Chase Bliss Generation Loss pedal, which I never really paid much attention to it, just because I like slamming everything through tape, but I listened to some sound demos, and it sounds pretty interesting. I did order it. Wasn't sent to me for free. No giveaways, nothing like that. They're paying me $7,000 to feature it on my stream. No, but I am kind of excited to play with it. Looks like I have... Wow. No, there's no way they're selling that many. The number is, I don't know if that... Oh, maybe. 7,881. Well, congratulations, Chase Bliss. That's a lot of pedals to sell. Yeah, I guess that could be it. Okay, how many people in the chat have this? Yeah, if somebody else has it, please let me know how many you have, or what number you have, and we can figure out if these serial numbers are actually sales numbers, which I guess I appreciate the transparency. If they are, that's pretty awesome. So this is basically just Microsoft Paint, but in a very... Oh, wow, we can move this around. We can't change the color with multi-selection. I don't know why anybody would want to, but... And then I think each page has like an alternative one. So I'm going to delete this. Yeah, I almost ordered the Mood 2, but I haven't seen enough demos with it, and I don't know. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with today. I can't hook this up to the editor and the controller at the same time. So here we are. This is a Pigments layout, allegedly, so yeah, basically I can move things around. That's my pressure. It also has vibrato and things like that. I don't think that you can like go from one note to the next like that. I mean, I guess you could if you had like a mono synth, but I don't think it works in that I don't know how it would, so to be fair. So, but I can imagine a lot of people assuming that from looking at it. I don't think it has feedback back to the actual unit, which is a little bit of a bummer, but I could see that being added very easily, like feedback from... Well, maybe. I don't know, because they do have a sequencer, which we'll look at in a minute. What does the surface feel like? I mean, it feels like... I'm trying to describe it. I'm trying to imagine... I mean, it feels like a desk that has kind of a soft... an art cutting board, if you've ever seen one of those, like the type you would use with like those little razor blades to cut paper. Feels like that. That's the best way I could describe it. Like, it feels very robust. It doesn't feel like a sex toy like the Rolly does. And you could just beat the shit out of the thing. I really, if I take a pee break, I'll get drumsticks from upstairs. But yeah, you could play the drums on it, which I guess would be pretty cool if I had it next to my drum kit or something like that. I like how I'm not looking at it and I'm just looking at the monitor. Yeah, yeah, the absorption coefficients. So, okay, so like, I guess I'll probably jump back and forth a few times, but I guess let's try the pigments one for now. So these are the different presets. I'll just save this as hey. And let's just, yeah, I do wish that you could like listen to it while you were editing it, but I understand that's not a problem with this. That's a problem with MIDI. Pull and push. 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 Oh, okay. Cool. I have the presets as well. All right, so I don't think I have it enabled on here. So let's just load raw pigments. I love the standalone apps, but it does get frustrating to do this with every single one. Okay. So here is pigments. This is going to be a weird, well, whatever. I guess you don't really need to see. Well, I feel like I've not seen pigments without. Okay, so let's. I don't know if this is doing anything. Okay, so these are like the. I may have to enable a certain channel or something. I like how I like immediately went into like one of the most advanced things you could do on this, but. Nah. I just wanted to hear the test tone for the heck of it. Oh, wait. It might be MIDI in 2? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, let's load a preset that's a little bit less. Okay. Let's try this one. I guess we could just learn things. Oh yeah, the launch, yeah, that would be kind of bad if you were, let's just use a lead. That would be kind of bad if you hit the launch pad with a drum stick. There are a lot of controls here. This one doesn't seem to have vibrato. with pressure that we could read the pressure on. Let me hook up the... I bet I could set the pressure to connect to the... It's kind of funny, I feel like I have not played with this version of expression. Velocity. I think it might only be aftertouch. I honestly didn't play with it at NAMM. I know that this can... Yeah, I don't know about the 14-bit MIDI. I know that it has MPE support, but I don't really know if those two things are necessarily aligned. Let's play with... Try to get just like a normal piano or something. Okay, so these are all different presets that you could just load. This is obviously drums. That's the one we just had. I assume that these are two different MIDI channels, so when we go into FL Studio, I suppose we could probably get a little bit crazier here. Oh, okay. So it doesn't go all the way down though. I think like the one thing that I kind of don't like about I mean, again though, this is just like by design, you can't really do anything about it. One thing is that if you do this and then like let's say you just wanted to go up to the maximum detuning, it really, I suppose you'd only get your full range on the G sharp. Well, I don't know. Yeah, because if you want to go down from here, you can't. But I guess, and then you also have an alternative mapping. Let's use a different one to see what that means. Oh, this is the sequencer. So the alternative mapping. So the sequencer, it works like so. These are different clip launchers, or like sort of, yeah. Oh, these are different scales. Okay. And this is record. Alternate. So now if I wanted this to be more stop this. I'm a little confused with what recording does, but we'll figure that out later. Probably not the best to be using a piano sound with it. It's like a Harmeggi, but digital. Okay, so this is just like a general mixer, right? No? This must... wonder what this does. Oh, I bet this is a clip launcher for Ableton or something. Wow. Just effects and stuff. Pretty cool. Yeah, once we get into FL and we could just right click and bind things, this will probably pick up a lot more. It is a pretty good way to like come up with random ideas. That's a little nutty. I feel like I somehow got to a new screen without knowing how. Whoa, again. Wait, how is that happening? Is this swipe? Oh, no way. How did I not notice that? That's a good question about the velocity. Okay, so let me just load a standard. I mean, I don't think the velocity is going to be as good as like a normal key bed, but I do kind of like it. Just trying to see if there's something a little bit more. I mean, I guess this is like. Sorry, I'm playing the actual key step. All right. Pretty good. And then, okay, so that's how to. And this will. So if we wanted it to be F major. I'm confused. I'm trying to see if one of these. So D melodic minor. And this one stays on F major. Okay, so if this one could be C major, right? No, let's go with G major. Okay. And then if I wanted to only have this, if I only wanted to have the F sharp and A sharp available on the bottom, that would be G melodic minor. Yeah, okay. So we could be like. Okay. And then. And these are the different channels. That is handy that you could do this here. I mean, I wouldn't have known that. Okay, so that selects the channels. Got it. Okay, now we have two different. That's actually pretty performative, I suppose. It's so funny. I keep reading, instead of this chat, I keep reading my Signal messages because it kind of looks the same. And the Signal messages is just about how much a car wash costs near me. And I keep being like, why is everybody talking about car washes? Anyway, let's make like a super performative preset really fast for the heck of it. Yeah, I have a launch pad right here. There it is. Yay. I don't know why it's out. That's the funny thing. So I don't know why it's here. I don't even have the drivers installed or anything. I think I only used it. I think I used it for. God, yeah. The only reason I have this launchpad, I bought it for the Mod Duo X. That's, I think, if I remember correctly. That's some serious history we're going into there on this channel. That's 2020 stuff. Here we go. All right, so let's make a super crazy performance machine. So how about a keyboard? Can we make the keyboard? Oh, wow. We can make them really tiny. This isn't showing up on the push. Oh, it's because we want to hit preview. That looks unusable, doesn't it? It's a little neon. I really just want to make like a Miller Lite sign or like a Bud Light sign with this. Just hang it on the window of a bar. This microphone is going to be the end of me. Not because the mic's bad, just because it really wants to go in the direction of the cable. It doesn't want to listen to where it needs to be. There. Point at me. Thank you. Okay. Shotguns these days. So we can change the style naturally, as I do not change anything. Solid color. Yeah. So yeah, we could change it to like, let's stick with that G major thing. And these will be the chords. So if we want to play G major, it'll always be these keys. Okay. Looks cooler in real life, I swear. And then that will be channel 1. And the octave will be 3. I do want to play with the control change stuff because that is a little, and then that's the vibrato, the pressure. Okay, wonderful. We could change this to, I don't know. How do we make this as not ugly as possible? And then the, yeah, and that's the G, so that's the solid color. We don't really need that, do we? Oh, cool. Oh, interesting. Huh. Not really the easiest to play chords with, but that is a pretty, I guess we'll make the duration lower. Okay, so linear gradient. I've not used sticks on it, but I will beat the shit out of it shortly. I have some thick Buddy Rich sticks upstairs that are like some of the thickest sticks you could buy. API zone. Program your Erae Touch to stream multi-touch finger positions. That one I don't get yet. I don't understand how to program this one. Yeah, no idea. Get rid of it. Duplicate this. This one can be channel 2, and the style can be a green. And this one will be a G melodic minor. And the octave can be 1 higher. Ooh, yeah, that would be actually, yeah, we could hook this up to Pianotek's physical modeler for that. That would actually be really fun. Cool, I'm down. I'm game. Lucy, go upstairs and get my drumsticks. Now! Okay, so a key grid is different. Different how? I don't know. So key grid is... Ooh, maybe these could be like the... Here, let's move these up. Let's try and make like an organ type of instrument that could utilize... So the key grid can be nice. So we could have that be another C major, but the octave will be very low. And... Oops. Oh, wow. And then shows you how many degrees off. Okay, now I get it. Now I get it. And we could keep a duration. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not totally sure what to do with that key grid. Ripple? Oh, I see. Okay. So can we like make a really slow ripple? No. I think I'm mixing up the duration with the other stuff. Slide. Halo. I don't know. Release. A ripple on release. Okay, so no ripple on click. Boom. Yeah. Take my ripples. Okay, great. I don't know. I guess that's it, right? Oh, and that'll be channel 3. We're doing these backwards, actually. Let's do these frontwards. That'll be 2. That will be 3. Great. I'm going to save my layout because I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, you know what? I'm also going to use the alternate one. How do we hit the alternate page? If I go to 2 and just put a drum pad there. Nope. Yeah, okay, that's a second preset. Alternate. Ripple just like look at the screen when I let go. Boo, see that little ripple come out. looks quite... Honestly, I feel bad for the company because this looks so shit on the camera. Like, it looks so much worse than it does in real life. I wonder if this webcam's at least getting, like, a little bit better animation. Yeah, the animation just looks absolutely garbage. It looks fine in real life, but the difference is just massive. How do we select the alternate? Oh, look at that. We can change the speed of the ripple. It could be a very slow ripple. And it could be okay. Bam. Look at that. Look at these ripples. That's pretty cool. Okay. I'm going to move this over here so it's not as in the way of the chat. I really wish I just knew how to get to the other. Redo, undo, duplicate. Okay, well, I will save the layout. Yes, I will save the project. Come on, folder memory. First. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If it had interactive back and forth, like if you could have FL Studio send stuff to this, then you would absolutely be able to program it to play games on it. Not necessarily in FL Studio, but I mean, I suppose you could do that too. I'm just not sure if you can, but I mean, if it has MPE, you probably can. I'm not sure. That might actually be in the API zone part or something. All right, I don't know how to do the alternate universe one. Oh, we could just hit Alt. How's that? Wow. Okay. So now with Alt, we can have a fader 2D. You just make a few of these. Just have a massive chaos pad here. Wow. There we go. And I want some fucking really crazy ripples here. Can I put ripples in? Yes. Big ripple on that click. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. All right. I want to put... Wait. I wonder if the ripple reacts to... Like if I put a button in... No, I just did that in front of this thing. Let's put a button right here. And then make it like this. I mean, this is like literally the company's probably going to watch this and be like, Ben, why did we send this thing to this douchebag? Okay, duplicate. This is the make or break moment, man. This will decide if this product is good or not. I think Adam knows what I'm doing. Do you know what I'm doing, Adam? Can you predict where this is headed? We can. Okay. Are we ready to test the rippling? To see if it makes complex wave patterns. The double slit experiment. Here we go. No. It does not collide with the wall. Well, whatever. Oh well. I thought we could have done some groundbreaking physics experiments with this. And I thought that I could have showed everybody how interactive wave patterns work, but nope. But now we do have this weird, very weird button that we will assign to something. Maybe just to like a... to just a... No, noise. Okay, so I'm going to save the project. I'm going to save the layout. I'm going to push it. And then we will open FL Studio and start assigning stuff like mad people. All right. FL Studio is going to complain that I haven't updated. No, I'm sure. No way. It's not? Okay, cool. That's awesome. All right. So what are we loading here? Maybe... So a bass. And so for that bass, we could go with Moto bass. That'd be fun. Actually, let's go with the bass. Well, yeah, Moto bass. We could do that with legato. Moto bass taking longer to load these days. Shouldn't have downloaded all those executable files off of SoulSeek. Oh, right. Okay, we need to enable this first here. Derp. Erae Touch. Send to master sync. Let's just give it port 3. Erae Touch. Let's give it port 3. Let's see if it works so far. There we go. All right. So now we can start assigning channels only. So let's go to like a studio upright. All right. And this will be receive notes from Erae Touch, channel 1. Cool. All right. Next up, let's load something I never ever use, Piano Tech. That's just a joke. It's literally like my default plugin for everything. Let's just vintage reeds. Do we have something more mellow sounding? Okay, that'll work for now. And this will get MIDI from Benn MIDI too. I don't even know what that does. I need to FL Studio is so funny because you could be the power user and still have no idea how some things are working. And then let's get like maybe some Arturia, synth clone or something maybe. Okay, I'm excited for the new V collection to come out. Not that that's on the table. If you didn't hear anything about that, I'm not saying nothing, but let's get a lead going here. Bend me. Okay, I will bend you. We will bend you. That was disturbing. Okay. Let's go to town. This is... Oh yeah, and then we also have the alternate, which I don't know what to do with that. Okay. This is very difficult. It's breaking my brain a little bit. I feel like the expressiveness is not going to be right just because of FL being like that. I feel, well, I want to look at the scale here really fast because it feels off. G major, okay. Got it now. Okay, I was confused by this. This is kind of a waste of like... Okay. I wonder if there's something that's a little bit more paddy that'll just hang on longer. I feel like a Planet T hangs on for a while. Maybe not. Also, let's do this. This Moog needs to chill out. Yeah, like... The grid layout is extremely customizable. I know that much. All right, so let's pop everything through some reverb, of course, and make a meditational experience of sorts. I don't know what reverb. Oh, isn't Supermassive fun? I like never play with that. Large. C-beams. Okay. my keys here. Actually, yeah. I'm just gonna go get drumsticks. I'll be back in a moment. I don't even need to put the weight screen on. This is required. Be back with some Buddy Rich sticks. Maybe even a popsicle. Okay, couldn't find the Buddy Rich sticks. I apologize. I found some some Vader Los Angeles 5As. I do have like a year ago, I got a, hey, Viral Beach. This is going to sound really gross, sorry. Like a year ago, I got a new V-Drums kit, and the Buddy Rich one seemed a little harsh for it. Okay. I wonder if I could just... Yeah. I mean, I don't know what channel these are, but I'm just going to load a new session. The worst thing about popsicles, the terrible thing about popsicles, the tragic thing about popsicles is that when you find a flavor that you really like, you don't know what flavor it's supposed to be because it doesn't taste anything like the fruit, but it tastes really good. Okay. Hand pan. Okay, I will. That sounds like a terrible scale. I think that this patch is for like an 808 kit or something. I feel like I'm going to destroy this thing just from like poking it too hard. Not that it feels cheap, but I feel like I'm just like abusing it. Oh, cool. Nice. What is with this scale? Okay, let's hit it with some kit sticks. This is going to be louder than what you hear. Huh. everything. All right, I'm going to beat it very hard now. Scratch what I just said. I'm going to hit it very hard with the drumsticks. Survives. I almost want a rim so I can... Fun. I wonder if I could get a car... Fuck! I need to... I'm still... If anybody's been watching for a minute, I keep reading the wrong chat about car washes. What's happening here? Was that an error, or did I record something? All right, we got to get the poly end. Is it because I'm moving the table? And oh, also, by the way, if these aren't triggering, it's because of this. It's not because of... This should help. But however, this scale, I am just not a fan of. I almost want to make my own. Gongs. Thought we had another drum pad type thing. That must be the API thing that I don't understand at all. This is my awesome creation. Ooh, like a marimba. Dampers. You're getting ghost notes over here. I wonder if I should just maybe reboot it or something. I have kind of put a bunch of weird tank drum. Yeah. I swear to God, only FL Studio can do this. Every other thing, if I like reboot a, if I just unplug something and, right. poke the light bright. It is kind of interesting to like hook it up to a harp. Just turn a harp into a dulcimer. It is a nice harp. Here's something that would have just blown the lid off of a colonial party. I wonder if I have a... I'm trying to think of something that is more... a plugin that I have that is a better physical modeling thing. Oh dear, what do we have? Drum computer, soft tube. I think my soft tube subscription is expired, which means I'm never, ever, ever installing them again. Because I'm petty as F. Oh yeah, that guitar, yeah. It's not the worst guitar. I don't know if I would use it. Oh yeah, Ogun. Wait. Yeah, Ogun is a physical modeler. Of sorts. Man, FL Studio has so many weird... yeah, Sakura. So... I know Sakura has a bunch of weird perk things. I hit pad, not perk. Oops. God, what is it called? I know that I had one plugin that was actually quite expensive. And I can't remember the name of it. Well, we'll just use an FPC. Maybe we want a different... Interesting. So, like, if I got my foot pedal, my little sustain pedal here, and just, can I bind that to the kick? MIDI note. Learn. No, wait. That's not a MIDI note. I don't know if you could actually do this right here. No, I don't think you can. That would have been a lot of fun. But whatever, we'll deal with that later. I mean, if we're gonna do this, we got Wood Superior Drummer, right? Like, let's not mess around. Superior. Lake Superior Drummer. And now we'll wait a few. I might have the ass chromophone. Sorry, I have to call it that. I can't not call it that. I might have the ass chromophone. Hello. There we go. All right. I mean, I know I did have it. It's just this computer's my literally like it's my minimal effort. Like I'm not minimal effort. It's my minimal computer. I'm just like I am not installing every single thing here. All right. Let's try it. It does miss some. Like more so than my Roland. The mappings are obviously a little weird too. It's also not very loud, is it? Can I load just like a simple kit? Tight and dry. Dry Yamaha rock. Maybe I have to really whack it. I'm just gonna have to beat it on the stream, man. Yeah, it's not detecting the super subtleties. And that's fine though for something like this, because like if it could detect subtleties like my Roland could, you would have a nightmare. And I think you actually can edit that in the config. Like maybe it actually could. Yeah, I don't think you would want that with something like this because you don't want to be doing like, yeah, you don't want to be doing like very light jazz rolls on a device like this. Such a weird. All that matters is that the ripples are working. So I don't think it has. What? I think this just changes the color. Yeah. I know it does have some odd configuring options, but oh, there we go. No. This is a little easier to deal with. Let's see if it actually could. Oops. Me and my always clicking the tiny BPM thing. All right. And I do need that click to continue. Let's see how off it is, or how off I am, rather. Yeah, I'm not terrible on that. Let's just pretend that I did like a crazy roll here. Ooh, that's a great idea. I love how I read one idea and I just nuke everything. Do I have Imagine installed? I might not have Imagine installed because I'm stupid. I mean, I will whenever I get that Osmos. Why is John Lennon in my start bar? Oh, well, let me check in my plugin folder. I might have it. Yes, I do. Thank you. Flux. It is very hard to hit drumsticks precisely. I know I have more melody things. So does this company, I'm surprised to see that it's at Perfect Circuit. I didn't notice it when I was there, but that's good news, I think. I'm just gonna load a different patch. I like how you just beat patches in. I just hate the scale. I do also like how you could just be like, sound like you half know what you're doing. That is pretty nice. is pretty awesome. I mean, this isn't for everybody. I probably would have not bought one of these. Like, I don't think I would buy one of these now. Well, you know what? Maybe I would, though, because I do really like the idea of, like, what the other week we had the Zoya on here, and, like, making a Zoya interface on here. That'd be pretty awesome. Or even having this on the side of, like, an Osmos or a Polybrute or something would be pretty cool. Sensel morph. Yeah. Sorry to answer that like I'm on drugs. I need to look up the Sensel morph. Yes. Yes, I have one in my drawer right here. Damn, they're going for a lot of money. Pfft, really? So yeah, I guess they stopped selling them or something. Or they have a new version or something. Let me look. That's why I never did a video on it. It's because I think they kind of abandoned something. I remember people being really upset about it. And it was just like, yeah, okay. Where to buy? Morph is discontinued. It's a bummer. Yeah, but I have one in my drawer here, but yeah. Yeah, that Osmos and Somatera would be pretty dope. I wonder how well these sold. The Imagine. Yeah, this is what I want. Yeah, I wonder how well this sold, because it is interesting with this company with Expressive E. Like, they put so much time and money into the Osmos, just from what I know, just talking to them over the years about it, because I've been asking for one forever. Like, I'm happy to pay for it, you know. And yeah, and they put so much time and money into it, and it's just like to see it finally be released, but then you realize that this type of software was kind of what kept them afloat. Actually, I don't know if it did or didn't. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do wonder. Okay, so now we can change to a less happy scale. If I were still playing live shows, I'd be into this for sure, like hardcore into it. Yeah, the Touche is really amazing. It's an amazing piece of hardware. I love it, and like I've noticed that anytime I use it on a stream or anything like that, people are like or even in a video, like if I just have it on the side, people are like, what is that? It's like, how do you not know that? I kind of forgot how awesome this plugin is. Chimier. Bells. Okay. It's pretty fast too. The MIDI clock is... yeah, 120. Yeah, Imagine's great. All their stuff is. Their physical modeling's insane, because this is essentially like the stuff that you hear now is essentially all of the... they just like released and tested and built upon all of the engines inside the Osmos, and that's what you're hearing now. Yeah, I don't think, at least not from FL Studio, it's not detecting the clock. Wow. So, we could... link to controller, which is not going to work at all because I have a sequence running. That was dumb. Okay, now if we do this and add more steps. I still don't understand what the record function does, unfortunately. So shine, let me reset. Okay. Then in alternate, we will link to controller and that. Okay, cool. So let's just like link all of these and mute, impact. And then on this side, I guess we could sort of do the exact same thing. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing, but there's just like no way all of this is fitting in a screen. Let's not even try. Let's give up right now. No way, man. Nuh-uh. Shape. Oh wow, this is gonna get crazy. Okay, let's just play with it. Dude, that is so fun. Yeah, I wonder if it'll record. Let's try it. No? Maybe? Idea. Oh, never mind. I figured it out. I'm a genius. Okay, ready? There we go. That's what it does. I feel like I need this to be a metronome. Damn. Yeah, it's that's pretty rad. And then I think it'll just carry over into the next preset. Yeah. Then if I want to change my muting, Yeah, yeah, I think we could... Doesn't this have... I've seen performative... they were demonstrating it in a way. I'm going to try and keep this playing while loading up another patch. Okay. Yep. Wow. Okay. So that's... What the hell? Okay, so I'm gonna load up like a patch that's just pretty... Okay, so if I hit record here, different. So. Okay, then I can just switch to an entirely different preset where I can set CAO in as well. To go, this one won't let me change for some reason, but that's fine. Then if I just wanted to, pretty crazy. So I guess if we did that, so I can't route it, yes, I can route it to another Imagine instance, or like, for example, if I wanted to, I don't know what channel the sequencer's sending out, but let's find out right now. We can just deduct it. So it's not 1. It's 2. Okay. By the way, any lag you're hearing is happening as a result of me opening the menu here. It's not from the device, I don't think, at least. I don't know why I'm like blanking on what to load here. This is why I've deleted so many plugins. I have absolute optional paralysis all the time. Let's just go with Surge. Can never go wrong with Surge. Pads. Canadians. That's always a good pad. Okay. So... receive notes from channel 1, and that's sending channel 2 from there. So Damn. Can I edit the configuration of this? Oh, this is a different channel. Okay. Sorry, this is probably driving somebody crazy if they're hearing this. Okay. We'll find the channel. We only have 16 to we only have 14 to go. Nope. Nope. We're gonna find it. Nope. Nope. Oh, come on. It's not gonna be higher than 8. Why would they do that? Bruh. So what if I say all? Oh, this isn't a different channel. I don't know what it is. Windows. Air Windows and his contribution to... I keep hitting stop here. Which one is it? 3? I will find the sequencer. Whoa. There it is. Oh my god, there's another sequencer! Whoa, hold up. Okay, so we could have multiple sequencers with multiple outputs. That's crazy. All right. So like this sequencer could be... Oh, this one literally is only controlling... Huh. So... Get to a new pattern. Doesn't want to play my proud. There we go. So now I make my way over to this one, and I let's do everything in major. So let's do a triplet melody. I think everything drops, right? Yeah. That's pretty awesome. I mean, it makes me wonder how many sequencers you could load. Okay, so you could beat the shit out of it with drumsticks. You can... I wonder how many sequencers you could have simultaneously. Like, can you actually have 16? And why the fuck would you want 16? I guess if you... Well, yeah. Why would you want to write a... It's funny because I say these things and I'm like, should I try it? But I don't think we have hours to spend. But I wonder now... Here, let me close this out. Let's finish the listen into audio part of this thing. Okay. So... I'm going to load up the loader. So sequencer, which is in beta, so I don't even think about... Okay, so we can make the... No, we can't. Okay. Yeah, so I guess you could just like make a bunch of different sequencers. And then you could have the general scales here. The MIDI value of this one could be channel 2. The MIDI value of this one could be channel 3. You could change the styles. You could change the degree of selection, color, the chord degree selection color rather. And then over here you could just like put a button right in the middle, and that could just go when you press it. But it's really important that if you're going to do the button, you got to have a ripple, and the ripple has to be slow, and it has to be a blue ripple. This is just really important stuff. I'm giving you life tips here. Fucking stupid. But the reason I cannot recommend it to anyone is because it doesn't do the double slit experiment. We need to, rather than having multiple sequencers to sequencer sound, we need this to emulate wave behavior. So that way we could do low-level physics, wave physics experiments. Just kidding. It's awesome. I'm like, I wasn't that sold in the first hour, and now I'm sold in the second hour. So let's see how much it costs. Let's see how much this thing costs. I'm still looking at the morph. That's my live stream. What's this thing called? Embodme. Embodme. Order now. 700. €700, which is actually like $20 US. No, I'm joking. Euro $2. That is 764 US dollars. Everyone. All right. That ain't bad. That's for what it is. It's not bad. I mean, I of course do wonder, like, what would happen if I brought this thing on tour. But, you know, like, would it actually hold up? I probably would have to buy a new one every 20 shows, I suppose, but I think that's kind of expected with most things. Boop. What was I gonna do? Oh, yeah. I was going to look at porno. I was going to look at Superbooth stuff. I wanted to give a... Oh, man. I don't know. Where do we look? Okay, let's look at Perfect Circuit Superbooth's coverage, because they're... All right. Is this actually coverage? Let's see. I want to see if there's anything I'm excited about, because I've not looked at all at this whole Superbooth thing this year. All right, in depth. Get in depth with Perfect Circuit. I wonder who's writing this. All right. This is not... Okay, 4MS sampler plus looping delay. Meh. This is interesting. So I guess AMMT synthesis. Who is William Mathewson? That guy. Okay, I know him. Just making sure. Interesting. So the WMD devices, they're I went to their facility in... When was it? Last year. Less than a year ago, I went to their facility, I think. Yes. And in Denver. Yeah, it was NAMM. It was on my way back from NAMM 2022. And so, yeah, about a year ago, I went to their facility. How many times am I going to say that? I went to their facility, and I was, like, blown away. I was, like their setup there was just nuts. Like, they had their own, like, circuit pick and pack. Well, anyway, they had, like, everything automated in a really amazing way, like usually the stuff that people have outsourced. And I was thinking to myself, like, well, they got it set. And then not only that, but like Rossum Music and like some other like big modular companies were sourcing everything through them. And so they just had like nonstop pick and place. Thank you. They had some nonstop work going on there. And then out of nowhere, they're just like, we're going out of business. And I actually tried to find, like, I remember that happened around like August, like a few months later. And I remember even at NobCon, I was trying to set up meetings to have them bought by some, see if like a group of people would buy them, because I couldn't find a problem with the company. But yeah, I was like talking to other people who are involved, and I was like, dude, you could probably bail them out, right? And you could also like then use all of their equipment. But it seems like, from what I hear, their facility was in Denver. It's gone now. But it seems so it's interesting because what I feel like I shouldn't even be saying this shit, but I feel like they really made during COVID, they just like saw the boom and they're like, okay, well, we're just gonna buy all of our own pick and pack and we're gonna buy all of our own uh circuit writers and all that stuff. And then like it just turns out that to have one of those working, like to actually have a pick and pack makes sense financially, you have to have it operating 24/7, which means that you have to have somebody monitoring it 24/7. I think it just never really, happened. All right. The Bastel Basil, a space delay. That's cool. Oh, and it can create a Picard plus strong. Okay, yeah, Befacco. I always thought it was Befacto, and I actually thought to myself that somebody misspelled it earlier. This FX Boy cartridge thing. This thing's interesting. So it takes like Game Boy cartridges that aren't real. I mean, obviously you can't like put Mario in there. And then that runs effects on them. But I don't know. I'm interested in hearing it. It looks... Oh. Mono? Seriously? Come on. Really? No, this has to be stereo. There has to be like a special cable or some shit. Do they have the back PCB? Really? Why? Why would you go through the expense of having Game Boy cartridges and then only have mono effects? Like, effects need to be... Like, that just means, like... You know what I mean. Who wants mono effects in 2023? Unless it's, like, an EQ. Alright. This thing looks fun. Do they have a... yeah, that's nuts. I love the Matrix too. Down there. They don't have a price on that, do they? Analog heat plus effects. Yeah, $1,000. How's everybody feel about that? The analog heat plus effects. I wasn't a big fan of the first analog heat. I felt like there are distortion pedals that can do a little better. This one seems to have some tape emulation, but then again, like in comparison to like the Generation Loss, is it going to be that great? I feel very pessimistic in this stream for some reason. I don't mean to be, but I feel like there were some things... Yeah, the reverb's terrible, and I feel like there were some things missing, like why is there not more compression and dynamic stuff? And if you have analog circuitry, which I hope they do because it's called analog heat, if you have analog circuitry, well, why not just put like a FET compressor in there? Have it be a nice finishing box, but all right. Endorphin, effects pedal. Yeah, like this is a finishing box, essentially. But I don't know if I was already aware of this, but it's not analog. It's 32-bit 24. Yeah. Like there's so many weird misfire, and maybe I'm just like really getting pessimistic or something, but like this one I was just like, amazing. Yes. This is a great like compression box for synths and stuff. Hey, Jungle Pickle, how are you? I was like, this one's a great compression box for synths, especially for digital synths, especially for like, bunching everything together. And then it's a multi-band compressor, and I think it's entirely digital, and it doesn't have a sidechain input, and I think it's expensive. So why? Like, why? Why do that? Like, nah. It could be like very gluey and avoid peaking. And yeah, anyway, Erica steam pipe. I knew nothing about this. This looks, yeah. Okay, I've not heard that much about this. It's designed to mimic wind instruments with three major sections called steam, pipe, reverberate. Wow, that looks pretty awesome. I feel like I've done too many Erica synth videos, but this one I might have to do, because this reminds me of that Yamaha physical modeling synth, the V something. And I remember playing with one of those at Yamaha's HQ and being like, oh my God, I need this. And then looking it up and being like, never going to pay that much. Yeah, this will be, well, I don't know, will it? I mean, I'm assuming it's digital. Like, what kind of chip could this be running? And then they have a black stereo reverb. Hey, look at that. Left and right out. Hey, look at that. Left and right out. What do you know? Goldmaster doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't want to say I know a little bit about that specific type of like just not that I have like trash to say about it, but I've done a little bit of research into like how much it would cost to make analog circuitry for something like that, and I think it could have been doable in that. But I could be wrong. Yeah, usually whenever you think about like whenever you have an idea, you find out why nobody else did it. Quad LFO. I don't have any of 512 stuff. I have no idea. I'd have to play with that. Frap Tools Kunza. Man, Perfect Circuit's got this down, huh? Hold on to your hats. Let's browse something in analog multi-mode filter. I wish I could listen to the demos without getting copyright striked. Ugh, Instruo. I say ugh, but I know how much they're going to cost. You know, it's just like, Okay, that's the modulation source. It's not that much. Okay, that's good. Just because like the other stuff is like, I mean, don't they make like the most expensive modules money can buy? I want to look up their other things really fast. Yeah. 645. Yeah, I remember being in Perfect Circuit and seeing like, I think I was interested in this triple oscillator and was just like, how much is this? And I was just like, never mind. I'll get the dope for one. Gel in the lab. I don't know anything about these. This looks cool. This looks useful. There needs to be like more clever mixers in the Euro rack space. Huh. Maybe a little bit more clearly outlined mixers in the Euro rack space. Whoops. Pianophonic. Offers hybrid synth engine that combines wavetable synthesis and sampled percussive sounds, providing an ideal tool for producing piano-like and more. That is I'd be interested in seeing what the Nobula chord generator seems pretty cool. I have heard of this. I am interested. Make noise sound hack spectrophone. Yeah, man. I can't deal. I feel like I hate to put any company on blast like this, but like ever since I mentioned that I had that coil whine in 2 of my make noise modules, I shit you not, no less than 12 people randomly, just people I know in real life or people that just messaged, that commented or anything, like no less than 12 people, probably more, have said that they have the exact same thing, like the exact same issue. And it's just like, dude, that's like mass. Like if you have that problem, like you need to start RMAing these things. Yeah. I felt like that was kind of a bad, I don't know, that kind of stained me with that company. Also, like the Morphogene, I thought it was kind of poorly designed, but the coil wine thing is just inexcusable. If you have like a massive amount of your customers having the exact same problem due to a design flaw or parts that were, you need to just like, I'm not saying send them their money back, but you need to have like some sort of thing where they could send you the modules and you'll solder in the new capacitor, because that's really all it is. Coil wine is just a capacitor, isn't it? Anyway, so making Sound Machines Farb filter series. I've never heard of any of these companies. It's so interesting to have like a filter and then like have a booth at Superbooth. I guess that's what Superbooth is, because I'm thinking about like NAMM and it's like, really? For a filter? But that's pretty cool. Mystic Circuits. Quad VCA. Oh yeah, this thing. I have seen something about this. Looks interesting. I wonder how it would compare to like the graphic VCO. Something on there. I'm gonna get through this faster. I'm realizing I'm browsing a little bit too low. Noise engineering, Rochelle Legio, ESP based. A lot of new filters, if you're into filters. This looks interesting. OBX8 desktop. Yeah, I don't really see myself. That is a lot of money, man. That is a whole lot of money for a desktop synthesizer. That's a bit crazy. I don't. Yeah, so there's like a certain price point where like I won't review things. Where like not review, but I don't. By nature, I don't like to review things in general. But where I won't even like feature things because of the price point. And this is one of them where it's like this thing could be great, but like it's almost like being a dick to. Yeah, I mean, look at the little screen and stuff. It's just, yeah. Like, how is this going to justify that amount of price? Anyway. This thing's nuts. Crazy. I wonder if they have a bunch of bad reviews already from people who don't own it yet. Oh, they don't allow them yet. I was going to say, this thing's going to get, like, review bombed by M8 people. Yeah, I'm interested in trying that. PWM Mantis. Okay, yeah, I've seen this. Or I've heard about this. The guy who runs PWM is really nice. This thing looks cool. How many voices? 2 oscillators per voice. Yeah, it's duophonic. Okay, I remember this. From KnobCon, maybe? I'm not sure how I saw this, but... I need to finish Cyberpunk 2077. I kept falling asleep when I was trying to play it. I need a new game. I need a game to get into. I've been trying a whole bunch, and I like play them for an hour or two, and I'm like, bleh. Maybe I just need to like restart No Man's Sky. Get back into that. Cameron was talking about it a lot on our trip. Yeah, this thing is weird. They asked to send me one of these a while back, with the embargo being this weekend, and I said no, but it's because I just don't like working with Roland, or their marketing agency. I'm confused. Where's he out? Is there not an... Oh, it's up on top. Yeah. It's a weird way to like, did it take them this long to respond to the Volca? Anyway. Knight Rider. What's that, like a quad sequencer, sequential resonator? Oh yeah, the texture lab. Okay, this is the granular thing. Oh, that is cheap. Sonicware, they how many grains does it support? Sonicware is getting good with the pricing. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, that looks fun. I might order one of those. Are they on sale already? Pre-order. Huh. Look at that, left and right. Not interested in the video synth stuff. I get it, but I'm just not. I can't. It's just one of those things. Saw this. I kind of want to know a little bit more. I know about the microphone, but the recorder. I love how this like field recording shit is going to send you back like three Gs. Tell me this thing has stereo recording. Now, I saw Jamie Lydell. I saw a post of his where he's like, I know you can scratch it in real time, which is cool. I think that was one of the things I liked about, if you recall, when I did the Op1 field, I was moving the recorder while, it was like a tape where you could like sort of record at different, it could make things warp, but the motorized tape reel, physical scrubbing, no 32-bit, come on. I mean, but how lame is it to... Okay, so for stereo or mono inputs or outputs. Yeah, $1,500. Good Lord. Whatever, you gotta hand it to them. They are making a lot of money. I don't know, I'd And are we back? Almost. There we go. OBS crashed. Cheers. Okay, good. We're almost at the end anyway. I could have just... What did we miss? The Super Gemini. A lot of voices. Have no idea how much it'll cost. Flick's new modules. But that's not all. I mean, how many more announcements are there really going to be from Superbooth? It's kind of funny how many companies were just holding stuff from Superbooth, or holding stuff for Superbooth. It's kind of crazy. I mean, obviously, like the modular stuff, like people aren't going to be buying booths at NAMM or something, but some of these companies, like Roland and some of these other companies, were at NAMM, and I don't know, you'd think that they would. But I go back to dunk on teenage engineering. I mean, the microphone, whatever. I really want to shit on it, but I can't until I hear it. It could be a good microphone. They could have engineered a great mic. Who knows? That's one of those things where a great mic, or a mic that fits your particular use case, is probably going to, is probably going to be worth that amount of money. Microphones are expensive. The one I'm talking into right now is like $600. And then the digital tape recorder, I mean, it is what it is. It's a trust fund kid toy. No, I mean, if the interesting thing about the teenage engineering stuff is, like, I know two people who Remember when this thing came out and we were all laughing at them about how ridiculous and absurd it is for how much it costs. I have two people who aren't necessarily loaded. They're not rich, but this was just what they wanted. Like, they had been waiting for this to come out forever. Just not this particular thing, but they just wanted something like this size, with this aesthetic, and it just fit them perfectly, and they were 100% happy with it, and they still are. Me, no. I mean, I'm definitely not a minimalist when it comes to these things, but I can't say. The mic might be nice, you know? Who can say? We don't know. And whether it's whether it's from China or from wherever. I mean, some microphones are just, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I feel like it's just a lot of trial and error. I think they're trying to build something, you know? They're trying to, like, build some sort of full, complete aesthetic collection for very rich people. But I do know that, like, the Op1 Field, I think, if I'm correct, the Op1 Field is, like, the best-selling thing of 2022, isn't it? On, like, Reverb. Like, that says a lot. Like, that they're filling... There are people who want this stuff, but... Yeah. Yeah, and, you know, and it's like they can... Look, they can make things inexpensive and accessible. Like, yeah, $59 for a sub bass synth, which is, and you'll pay more than that for you'll pay more than that $59 for, like, a case for a I don't know what. Oh yeah, the Pocket Operator Factory. Yeah, you'll pay that much for a bag for the other thing. I don't know. I do wonder if there'll be collector's items. I mean, I know that, like, I'm looking up the Reverb.com bestsellers. I don't know. And I don't even know I'm looking at this because this is probably just... Yeah, okay. So right here, the bestsellers, the Op1. Okay, so the Op1 Portable is a bestseller. It's interesting. The best-selling recent releases. So Polyan Play. How is this a recent? Oh yeah, the Op1 Field. The Mini Freak. That's like a no-brainer. This is an odd one to be in there. Crazy. This is another weird one to be in there. Like, really? I don't know anybody who has this. I don't know anybody who has the Buchla oscillator. I don't even have a Mini Freak. I have a prototype. I don't even have the actual thing. Another one, Lemon Drop. Like, the thing's cool, but I think Cameron has one. I don't know. And then this, I guess, yeah, I could see this being popular. Interesting. It is interesting to see the best-selling overall. Like, the SQ64, really? Like, I've never seen one of those in the wild. Well, no, I have at Perfect Circuit, but I've never seen, like, somebody having one of those. The Micro Freak, I mean, really? The Micro Freak is, like, all time? The Digitone, you would think that, like, the Analog 4 would be higher than that. Obviously, this is, like, the best-selling. Math's okay. Huh. Minilog? Yeah, I was never a fan of that. Mother 32, that's pretty obvious. That is interesting. Pro Audio, of course. Everybody has the 212. There you go. Another Teenage Engineering thing on the top. That's their mixer, right? That's so bizarre. Man, Focusrite is just killing it, huh? Look at that. They got... That's so odd. Stomach's rumbling. Guitars. I don't even understand guitar sales. I mean, yeah, I just don't get the yeah, we have a new guitar coming out and we're selling it and it sold real good. Like, it just doesn't seem like maybe because they're just so personal to me. It seems like coming out with a best-selling dog or something. Like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, I feel like that Casino is probably a great seller, especially with the Elvis movie. Perfect Circuit sales volume is pretty high, I would say. Yeah, effects pedals and microcosm, I know that did well. How crazy is that to see that next to the DS1, next to this distortion, that it's the next thing everybody buys after getting a guitar. Caverns? Never even heard that. Interesting. Don't tell me it's mono. Why? Why are people using mono reverbs? Damn. I mean, I guess the price, but... Huh. I guess they just see the price and that's like a reverb pedal that... Crazy. Reverb dropping the data for us. Thanks, Reverb. The Rat 2 distortion, $55. Yeah, I feel like some of these things, it's just the price is so, of course everybody's gonna buy it. But yeah, but it's nice to see. It's always obviously nice to see the play in the #1 slot, even with the 4 out of 5 stars reviews. It's all Vladimir here. I can't, if I read these reviews, this will go on forever and I will be a very annoyed person. Never read the reviews on these things. Oh, it's number 44 in synths. Okay, this completely botches everything. Why would they make that list if it's that far out of? I can't. All right, well, no more props to Reverb. It's interesting to not see Behringer anywhere except for the TD3, isn't it? It's interesting to see Behringer just, I guess the Model D, of course. But to only have 2 in the top 20. Morphogene somehow up there. People just love their coil lines. Yeah, interesting. Reading the chat. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's just so... I remember when this came out and I was really excited, and then I was like, why? The Theremin. That's nice to see the nymphs getting a little love up there. Do they have the worst selling synth? No. I guess the Iridium desktop. That was another thing where I'm like, I'm not covering this. this iridium thing too much money. But actually, how much is the gear synth? Yeah, like what? Maybe this is by like volume of money. How is this selling this many? 3,000 sales since 2016. Jeez. All right, so now since they're saying how many, wait, is that might be the seller? Yeah, okay, sorry, that's the seller. I'm stupid. What was I gonna search? Oh yeah, motor synth. Damn. Okay. This thing ain't cheap either. It's just interesting. It's more interesting than at Oberheim. I love how I have it in a box in the other room, and I'm just like looking at it here. This will be interesting to play with. I have no idea if I'm doing a video. Well, so looks like it gets a little cheaper here. Well, I thought it would be like 25, but yeah. But yeah, I feel like I gotta play with it. I gotta see what it's all about. I gotta see why. That's my biggest thing is like why? What are these? Since I can't touch them, what are they gonna help me with? But I guess we'll find out, and that'll be a fun time. I do hate that company's name, Game Changer. I just hate that name. Like, we're changing the game with our name. It's just kind of like, all right, guys. But I remember the sustain pedal too. I remember wanting one of these really bad when it came out. But I think the stereo thing, yeah, the mono. I was not a fan of the mono. But yeah, I guess we'll find out. Yeah, if Simon's excited about something, that's a good thing, especially if it's something that expensive. I feel like Simon's very picky, so yeah. Well, they are changing the game with. Well, I guess they're not changing the game with the prices because other stuff was that much. But anyway, I gotta pee, and I might as well wrap this up. But yeah, as far as this thing, this $700 thing, not bad. I'm a fan. I can't say if depending on your use case, the fact that you could run all the multiple sequencers and that they're all kind of clocked together is pretty awesome, and they could all have different scales and different MIDI channels, and that's like, I don't know if you could run all 16 at once, but that'd be pretty awesome to like run all 16 with one with a different channel. It's pretty awesome. $44 million of 2600 sales. Yeah, there's no way they sold that many. That has to be just, I think I made a mistake when looking at that. I think what that did is, sorry, let me go back really fast. I think that was like how many sales that seller had made, not how many sales yeah, let's look at this one, for example. How can I not see that anymore? No, it's not here anymore. Oh, there we go. Sales. Okay. T-Studio. Daily Studio Solutions. They sold 2,300 things. So, yeah, there's no way this sold 2,300. But yeah. Yeah, who knows? We'll have to try it someday. But anyway, I'm gonna go pee. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you next week, maybe with a gear. I keep calling it gear synth. It's like maybe with the motor synth video. Yeah, everybody have a wonderful evening. See you later. And where is OBS after it crashed? There it is. Okay, the wait screen.